guys looked at my boss. He's like, "Oh, this is your new note taker?" So what do you do? I never really set out, well, again, like I said, going into engineering, I didn't do any research to say this is a male-dominant industry. I should watch out. I didn't do anything like that. I didn't know to do it. I didn't know anything. I didn't know anybody else engineer. I had no reference, right? So, but one thing I tell people, and which has helped me, I've always been myself. If I respect myself, if I respect you, it's going to be mutual respect. So I don't ever tell women or anybody in general to go into any, let's just say, male-dominant industry thinking you gonna change the world. Thinking that I'm gonna be the woman that's in charge, I'm gonna change the whole industry because I'm awesome. Not saying that you can't change and affect things, but don't go into it with that mentality. And I never did. I have made great friends, work relationships because I was myself. You go into it humbly learning, and then you'll grow. I've been promoted so many times just by humbling myself and say, hey, I need to learn how to do this. I need to ask questions. I need to, you know what I mean? Teach me what you know, all that. And people like that. People love talking about themselves.
That is so true.
People love to talk about what they do.
Yes.
And I just, with my notepad, I didn't know that. Taking notes. Every time people see me at work, I always have a notepad and a pen. Okay?
Note to self.
No, I do.
Note to self.
It's a lot going on, so I want to make sure I remember it.
Right.
But it's for reference also. But that's what I tell women. You know, it is great to be in leadership. It's great to be in all these different roles. But specifically working for me in a male-dominant industry, as I respect myself, the respect comes. I don't go in it to any situation with an attitude or arrogance saying, yep, I'm here. Everybody, you can settle down. I'm here.
Sometimes.
You know what I mean? I know, but it has helped me to find favor with people, just be in good graces with people. When you humble yourself, do an excellent job where you are. Just do your job really well. I'm not saying I'm naive by no means, because people say, oh, you just decide to look. That's a decision. There's going to be people that you work with that are arrogant. There are going to be people that you work with that will dismiss your value. I can remember when I first started with my engineer company, and my boss decided to take me to a meeting with one of our customers. And I walked in, it was a room full of older white men and me. And I was in my 20s, I was like 22, okay? And one of the guys, this is a true story, one of the guys looked at my boss, he's like, oh, this is your new note taker? So what do you do? But I'm grateful that my boss stood up for me. He was like, no, this is our new applications engineer. I was just like, oh. And he shut up. I didn't even have to defend myself. But I'm not saying that those situations won't ever come, but it's how you respond to it. My responsibility is how I respond to it. Yeah. Not that it won't come. You know what I mean? And you pick your battles.